the title correctly, but it's not exactly what you think. We want you to keep selling because it means we can just buy in at a cheaper price. So keep it up, guys. You're literally made a lot of our followers and subscribers a lot of money. So, if you want to sell, that's completely up to you. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, turn the bell notification on so you can stay up to date on all our recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. With that being said, let's get into the video. What we saw yesterday was a bit of fear and also just a bit of people that maybe met their objectives or were frustrated with the Uniswap listing delay, which is what drove price to pull back nearly 30%. Yeah, that's right. Price pulled back nearly 30%, but nevertheless, this just gave people a better entry. So let's just look at this from a larger time frame and work our way down. So from the monthly time frame, this is Omi that we're looking at currently. And as you can see, price has pulled back, but we can see overall that we're moving on an upwards trend, right? There's a lot more buyers than there are sellers on this particular project, and it's still early days. Like I said, even if you've bought in now, I would still consider you an early adopter of this project. Why? A year from now, depending on where price is, you'll say, wow, I can't believe I was, so focused on the price action at that time. Like, we're still in the early doors, but as you can see, we're trending to the upside quite clearly, right? And that's all we want to look at from the monthly time frame. We just want to see the overall trend, whether the market's going up, whether the market's going down, and then we can kind of work our way through where we should actually position ourselves. But as you can see, our entry was absolutely phenomenal. Well done to those of you that saw that first video. I know we got some comments saying that people have essentially changed their lives through watching our first initial Omi video. And that's why you should subscribe, guys, because you're going to be able to stay up to date with all the gems and some of these things that I do drop. Right, of course, if you're in our VLC network community, as our premium community, you would have got this ahead of everybody else. But anyway, let's get into the video. So 1 week time frame, as you can see, price has pulled back, and yes, that's to be expected. But let's just see if there's a pattern here, right? So let's just go on. There we go. We'll get out our measuring tool. And let's just measure the average, the pullback. So here we saw a pullback almost, 55%. We saw a pullback on that particular pullback. Let's have a look at this pullback. There we go, 40%. So we got 55%, 40%. And as you can see, as the market continues to go up, the pullbacks are going to be less extreme, which is what we saw here. Now, as you guys can see, prices pretty much withstood this key support area, which is what you're going to see from the lower time frame. Let me just do that quickly. As you can see, price held its own, and almost bouncing back into that 1 cent area, right? Price went just below it, but again, met into this key resistance area. Let's just circle this just so you guys can see that. Again, didn't go any lower than this support area. Rejected it. This is where a lot of people did manage to get some entries and snap this up at a cheaper price, which is again quite literally every fraction of a penny counts on this particular at this stage of the journey on Omi anyway. And as you can see, we're moving back into the 1 cent area. But guys, it's so funny because if you watch my first video that I made yesterday on Omi for the day, even before we knew about the Uniswap delay, listing delay, I said scenario 2, what could we see? We could see price essentially pull back leading up to the event, and then we see price completely spike to the upside. And surprise, surprise, the market did actually pull back, and for obvious reasons. But now it looks like we could either see price continue to range at this level, or I believe we won't go any lower than this level. Maybe it's a tad bit lower, but that's fine. I'm literally by a ton if price goes at this level. Again, personally, not financial advice. Do not, make sure to do your own research, guys. But as you can see, price is standing really strong at this area. And like I said, you guys can keep selling. I really, really don't mind. It's actually a good thing, really, because it allows us to literally stock up a lot cheaper. So keep up the good work, right? So what can we expect from this area, right? let's just go on a daily quickly so you guys can see. So yeah, as you can see, price is literally trending to the upside. This is just a small correction, just a small pullback, nothing too major, nothing to be that concerned about. In fact, it's quite exciting because you would expect a price to pull back a lot further, especially when you measure the run that it's had so far. But that doesn't appear to be happening. So where do we go from here? Number one, we can expect or potentially expect price to rally off this area. So I'm just going to circle this area just so that you guys can have a close insight into that. So we could potentially see price start to make its way to the upside from this area. But remember, buy low, sell high, right? A lot of people, they wait for price to, wait for price to retrace all the way back above 1 cent, and then they'll make their entry, which is obviously confirmation bias for the buy. That's what they're trying to do. But then when price dips on them again, they're having a panic attack. So guys, we have to get in a habit of buying low, selling high. And this is stuff that we teach and stuff that we educate our VLC Premium Network members on. Again, if you want to find more information about that, make sure you email using the link in the bio, or just message on Telegram or Insta, or wherever you feel that's best for you. And we'll give you more information about that, guys. But now, again, loads of 6 and 7 figure traders created so far for the year, or verified on our Instagram. But it's just like entries like this, right? Is making sure that you can actually understand the long term of the project. And many people, the reason why they're buying or selling is because maybe they've met their objectives for the year, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. If they've met their financial objectives and they're coming out because they've got a spectacular entry from watching our first video, then that's okay, right? But if you're selling just because you got weak hands and you're having a panic attack because price pulled back, that's a bit different, right? So it's always important to have a plan. If you, like I said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's a great saying, and it's kind of what we're seeing at the moment. So this is just a quick price update, just to keep you all in the loop. We're just below 1 cent at the moment, but again, we're still pretty much ranging, and it looks like we could start to make our way to the upside today, which I will update in the next few hours, or if there aren't any major events, I will definitely update you guys on that. But nothing to be too alarmed about, to be honest with you right now. It's not like it was a major pullback per se. And again, but there's a lot of buyers and believers in this project for the long term, which is the most important thing. So where do we go from here? Because just to conclude, this was a quick update on price action, just to show you guys what is actually going on from a technical perspective. And remember, we're still in the price discovery phase. So, please take the technicals with a pinch of salt. In the next few months, we're going to be laughing at that. We were actually, not obviously not me, but we're going to be laughing that some people were actually concerned about what was happening at this level. Right, we're still at the early stages of this journey, and it's a pleasure to be on this journey with you. If you are watching this video, consider yourself an early adopter. Consider yourself, in fact, one of the luckiest peoples around, right? You've managed to scout a project for however you did it, whether it was random, whether it was because you used the Ecomi, products, etc. You're one of the luckiest people, in the industry at the moment, because you've got in early, or you're watching this video now, so you have a deeper insight. So make sure you subscribe and share this value with all your friends, right? Because it's important that you don't just take this information for yourself. Why not share with others, right? Let's spread the word, guys. Let's build the community, and let's all succeed together. With that being said, when others are fearful, be greedy, and when others are greedy, be fearful. There was a lot of fear, and that's why you guys bought it up. Congratulations. And with that being said, seize the day.